Is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 9th Chapter, Text number 8, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on February 15th, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Translation. Prahlad Maharaj continued to offer his prayer as follows. How is it possible to offer suitable prayers unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead by me, who was born into the family of Asuras, because all the demigods and saintly persons could not satisfy him till now, although such persons are exalted, very qualified in the mode of goodness, then what to speak of me? I am not at all qualified.
Prahlad Brahmadaya Suragana Munayu Siddhya Sattvaikatana Matayo Bhatasam Prabhavi Naradhitam Puraganai Radhinatu Kipro Kintostamarhati Same Haridugrajate Ugrajat, just like in Europe and America, you see, they are very much fond of Ugra Karma. Just like big factories, big bridges, wonderful. Long ago, when the Britishers came here, they constructed big bridges, railway line. People thought it is wonderful. There is a song composed in Bihar. So in the Calcutta, the floating bridge made of wooden bridge, floating bridge was constructed, connected Calcutta proper and Howrah. So there was big wonderful song. Kya pul banaya sahab kampan. There is a song. Kya pul banaya sahab company. ऊपर में आदमी चले, just like that. नीचे में पानी. So, this Ugra karma, formally this Ugra karma was entrusted to the demon. Those who are in the Satagun, they do not like this Ugra karma. Satagun, Rajagun, Tamam. Rajastama bhava. Those who are under the control of Rajagun and Tamagun, they are engaged in Ugra karma. Ugra karma. Industrial enterprise, big roads, big skyscraper. This is called Ugra karma. The Ugra karma is very pleasing to the Ugra jati. What is the trouble between the father and the son? The father was for Ugra karma, and the son, Prahlad, was for Sattvic life. So, when Prahlad Maharaj engaged himself in Sattvic life, not only Sattvic, Shuddha Sattvic. In the material world, there are three gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. The Sattvic is the best. And devotional activity is Shuddha Sattvic, where there is no contamination. In the material world, Sattvic, a person who is a Brahmin, he may be contaminated by Tamagun and Rajagun. Just like Ajami. He was the son of a Brahmana and he was executing the Brahmacharya regulation very nicely, but he became infected with Rajagun and Tamagun, became attached to a prostitute and left everything, all Brahminical qualification, and he became a rogue, thief, cheater, drunkard, woman hunter, so on. There are many instances. The Jagai Mala, they were born of very good Brahmin family, rich family, but with bad association, they become drunkard, woman hunter, meat eater. Now these things have become common thing. Avoida Sri Sangha, illicit connection with women, and meat eating and drinking, and it has become a daily fashion. But formerly, at least 500 years ago, these things were accepted as most abominable. So that time, our Jagai Mala is a Jamindar and born of Brahmin family, but because by bad association they became drunkard, gamblers, and woman hunters. They are condemned. They are taken as papi, sinful. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is to rescue them. That is the song by Narottam Das Thakur. Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Hoilo Sei Balaram Hoilo Nitai. পাপি তাপি যত ছিল হরিনামে উদ্ধারিল তার সাক্ষী জগাইয়ার মন. Everyone wants evidence that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered papi tapi. And here is the instance. তার সাক্ষী জগাইয়ার মন. So, Krishna consciousness movement is so nice that it can deliver the Jogai and Mother. Ugra Karma. That is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He began this. Papi tapi jato chila hariname uddharila. That this same flow is going on in this Krishna consciousness movement. So Ugra Karma. So Prahlad Maharaj is considering himself born of a father, Hiranyakashipu, as Ugra Karma. So he is saying Hari Ugra Jate. The Brahmada Suragana, Lord Brahma and other demigods, they are coming from the higher planetary system and they are in the Sattvic Gun, Satagun. They are not ordinary person. Just like coming from some pious pilgrimage. He is supposed to be very nice man. Similarly, Brahmadaya, they are coming from Sargoloka. Why Sargoloka is better than this Loka? The thing is, the Sargoloka, although they are attached to material enjoyment, still they are great devotees. Therefore, Sargaloka is praised. They are not like us. Here, those who are attached to material prosperity, they forget Krishna or God. Bhogai sajja prasaktanam tayapo hitachetasam vyavasatmika buddhis samadhavna adhivacchati. Those who are too much attached for material enjoyment, they do not become attracted to Krishna consciousness. That is natural. So anyway, Prahlad Maharaj was doubted because he was requested by Lord Brahma, my dear boy, my dear child, we could not pacify his lordship Nrsimhadev, but he has appeared for you. Paritranaya sadhanam vinasaya suduski. Nrsimhadev, this wonderful form is there only for you. Paritranaya, you are sadhu, for your deliverance. Nrsimhadev has appeared and to kill your sinful father. So business is with your father and yourself. So kindly you take care of the business. He is very, very angry. So before that, we have already described, in Lakshmiji, he could not go forward, although she had daily affairs with Narayana. She could not dare to go forward. Lord Brahma offered their prayers, Lord Shiva offered their prayers, and nobody could pacify. Therefore, he is in doubt that I am born in the family of demon, Ugra Karma, Ugra Jati. If Brahma failed, Lakshmiji failed, Lord Shiva failed to pacify him, how it is possible by me to pacify the Lord? That is doubt. Brahmadaya Suravana Munayoto Siddhya. All they are exalted persons. And Siddha. There is a Siddha Lok. In the higher planetary system, there is a planet known as Siddha Lok. If there is opportunity, as we are contemplating, we shall show here in Chaitanya Chandra, Mayapur Chandra temple. That is our plan, to make a very big temple and to show all the planetary system from Srimad Bhagavatam. It will not be an ordinary temple, so that people from the whole world will come. This is our contemplation. That is a Siddha Lok. We shall show how this planet works. Siddhaloka. From the Siddhaloka, the persons who came there, they are called Siddhya. Siddhya. And the heavenly planet, they are called demigod, devata. Similarly, Siddhaloka. The description of the Siddhaloka is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Those who have read, they know. The Siddhaloka person, they can go from one planet to another without any machine, aeroplane. Siddhaloka. They can go from one planet to another. That is the sky. They don't require any machine. Still, like the yogis, those are perfect yogis, they can go from one place to another without any vehicle. There are many yogis still existing. They take bathing in 4 dhamas, in Haridwar, in Jagannath Puri, in Rameswaram, and similarly, the yogis can do that. The yogis, they attain Ashtasiddhi, 8 kinds of perfection. Anima, Laghima, Mahima, Prapti, like that. Asita, Vasita, like that. So, the Siddhalok means they are born Siddhas. They haven't got to practice this mystic yoga system. Just like a small sparrow, it can fly automatically. Why a small sparrow? Even a small insect. But if you want to fly, you have to create so many big machinery. So in that case, in the matter of flying, the small insect or the small sparrow is Siddha. You are trying to fly in the sky with so many jets and 447, jumbo. But a small fly, it can fly immediately, 2 miles within some seconds. They are Siddhas. What you cannot do, if other can do, that is called Siddhi. So, there is no question of disbelieving. We can see so many small insects, birds, they can fly from one tree to another. You cannot do that. If you have to go from one tree to another, you have to take so many trouble. So it is not to be rejected, there cannot be. This is unbelievable. But we have got this information from the Shastras. We are staunch believers. Yes, there are Siddhas. We are believers. That is called theism. One who believes in the statements of Shastra. So there are Siddhas. They also came. Suragana, Brahmadayo Suragana Munaya. Muni, great personalities, philosophers, they are called Muni, Rishi. Devarshi Bhutapta Nirang Pitrina. Very highly intelligent person, thoughtful person, philosophers, scientists, mathematicians. So they are called also Muni. So they came also to satisfy not these ordinary munis, but very exalted munis, and Siddhas from Siddhalok. There are many lokas, Charan lok, other, they are on the sky. So if there is chance, we shall present these lokas, how they are situated, where they are situated, how they are moving, how the sun is moving around them. The sun is not fixed star, sun is moving. So all these things we have got such dream to show. If there is opportunity, we shall do the Siddhas. and the Suraganas and the Monayas. But because they are on the planetary system, higher planetary system, there are three planetary systems. One is called higher Urdhaloka and middle Madhyaloka Bhu-Bhuva, Sa up to Sarvaloka. We are chanting like Om Bhu-Bhuva Sa Tat Savidu Varannam Bhargadi Vasa Dhimai. These are praising the lokas, different planetary system, of which the sunlight is the chief. Savita Sakalagrahana is the chief of the all planet. Jatchaksuresu Savita Sakalagrahana Raja Samasta Suramurti Asesu Teja Jasyagmayam Brahmati Sanghritakala Chakro Govindamadi Purisam Tamangad. The sun is not fixed, the sun is moving. The modern scientists or astronomers, they say, sun is fixed, the earth is moving. We don't say that. We just say, Jasyagmayam Brahmati Sanghritakala Chakra. It has got its orbit. So, there are so many things to be known still from Vedic literature. It is not yet unfolded, but we are trying. Siddhya, so Sattvaika, they are Sattvaika, they are all the inhabitants of the upper planetary system, they are in Sattvic group, Brahminical qualities. They are not Mlechas and Javanas. Brahman, Sattvaika Tanagati. They are not ordinary. Just like here, the Sattvic means pure Brahman. Samadama, Sattam, Saucham, Titikha, Aljava, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikam, Brahma Karmakam. So most of them are Brahmins, or even Kshatriyas. Mostly they are Brahmins. So, Urdham Vachanti Sattvastva, I mean, in the Bhagavad Gita, those who are situated in Satagun, they are promoted to the higher planetary system after death. Madhye Tishtanti Rajasa. And those who are in the Rajagun, they remain in the middle planetary system. Jaghanna Gunavrittisto Adhogachanti Tamasa. And those who are in Tamasi, in the darkness, ignorance modes of material nature, they go down to the down planetary system or animal life. So this is an opportunity, this human form of life, to decide where you want to go. Are you going to hell or heaven, or back to home or back to Godhead? That you have to decide. This is human intelligence, not like working like cats and dogs and dying like cats and dogs. That is not human life. Human life is meant for to decide where you want to go next. By the evolutionary process, you have come to this human form of life. Jarajana Lakhani Savara Lakhavinchadi. By going through so many 8,400,000 species of life, you have got this human form of life. Now you decide where you go. So where I have to go, how to go, there is that information in the Shastra. Shastra Chakshushya, see through the Shastra where you can go. And the master of the Shastra, Krishna, is giving you personally instruction. Urdham gachanti sattvasva, madhye tishtanti rajasa, jaghanna gnavrittista adho gachanti tamasa. Janti deva vratanti ma, pitrin janti pitri vrataha, bhutani janti bhutejja, madjajinopi janti ma. These informations are there. Why you are missing this opportunity? If you like, you can go to the higher planetary system. If you like, you can go back to home, back to God. Madjajinopi janti ma. These informations are there. So without Satagun, if you keep people in the Rajagun, Tamagun, then their future is lost. Rajagun, Tamagun means people will become more greedy and lusty, that's all. And greedy and lusty means cats and dogs, animal life. Animal life. They are trying to eat, no discrimination of eating. So that is hog's life. The hog has no discrimination of eating. It can eat even stool. So if you become like hog, no discrimination of eating. What about you? Just like so many Swamis, they say, oh, why there is restriction of eating? You can eat anything you like. The nature will give you, all right, you want to eat anything you like, all right, you become a hog, you eat even stool. Karmana daiva netrena jantar deha upapatti. You have to change your body. Tatha dehantaram prati dhira sattanami. You may say that there is no life after, but that is foolishness. You are under the control of material nature. Prakita kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa. Ahankara vimuratma karta hammati munnate. You may falsely, being proud, you say, no, I shall not become old man. I shall remain young. And nature will not allow it. Nature will force you to take the old man's body. But these foolish people, they are thinking independent. You are not independent. Prakita kriyamanani gunai karma. Karanam guna sangasa sadasat janma yonishu. Sat asat, good bad or low class bad. Sat asat, that is how it is done. Karanam guna sangasa. As you make association with the gunas, Satagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. If you associate with Satagun, then you get Satjanma, next life. And if you associate with Tamagun, then you get Tamagun life. After death, you are so much prestigious position, so much proud, everything will be finished. Then you are completely under the laws of nature and you have to accept the body and according to your quality. This is the way that they do not know. Therefore Prahlad Maharaj said that I am born in Ugra Joni. So how can I offer my prayer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead? But he was born in the Ugra family, but he was devotee. He is qualified. Because a devotee is neither belonging to any of these material qualities. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogi na ja sevate sagunana samadhittayeta brahma bhuvyara. Anyone who is engaged in devotional service, he does not belong to any of this material quality. Sagunana samatitta eta. All these qualities is transcendental. Brahma bhuyata. Prahlad Maharaj, although born of a demonic father, he was completely pure. He was completely of the transcendental state. Therefore he could offer prayers to the Lord, others cannot. So a Vaishnava is very humble. He, although everyone has admitted that he is on the stage of prema, but he as a Vaishnava is thinking that I am the son of Hiranyakasipu, how I can offer. This is Vaishnava humbleness. That is the teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Trinadapi sunichena, tarorapi sahishnana, amanina manadena, kirtaniya sada. One has to become humbler than the grass and tolerant than the tree. Then he can become perfect Vaishnava. Because as soon as you become a Vaishnava, your father will be your enemy. Just like Prahlad Maharaj. What was his fault? 5 years old boy. Simply he became a Vaishnava, Krishna conscious. And his father became enemy. This is the position. The Vaishnava has to tolerate in order to make progress in spiritual life. So many enemies, even at home, father will be enemy. So don't be hesitant and don't be agitated by such circumstances. Prahlad Maharaj had to suffer so many things. Still, he remained Krishna conscious and ultimately he saw Lord Vishnudev and had the privilege of offering prayers. We shall discuss later on. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. So, Srila Prabhupada spoke from Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.8. Echo of prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. So, in the beginning, Prabhupada was saying about uh, Prahlad Maharaj is saying that he is born of Ugra Jate. So, Prabhupada explained what is the meaning of Ugra Karma. And he gave one example also. Anybody remember? Raise hands and
building very big structures, big things, big, like big bridges, big industries, means doing it in a very massive way. That would be affecting the, it's like,
yeah. And Prabhupada gave one example, one song from Bihar.
yeah.
And you remember that? Meaning you can say.
He said that Hare Krishna. He said that below there is a water flowing, walking water, and above man walking like that.
Haribol! Yeah, so Ugra Karma means making all this industrial enterprise, big buildings. And then Prabhupada said, uh, to which kind of people like this Ugra Karma and which kind of people do not like this Ugra Karma.
People from Sattva Guna do not like Ugra Karma. People from Rajas and Tamo Guna, they like to do Ugra Karma.
Haribol! Yeah. So then Prabhupada was explaining all these devatas who came, Brahma and all, they were in Sattvika. They were Sattvika. And then Prabhupada explained, but the Sattvika in the material world is different from the Sattva in the spiritual world. So what is the characteristic of Sattva in the material world? And Prabhupada gave two examples to explain what will happen if somebody is only in the Sattva Guna of the material world. Okay. Yeah.
Prabhuji said that those who, in the Swargloka, who are the sattvas, they are after having materialistic things, they are.
No, that is different.
Ne-
That is not the answer. That is later. That is different.
He gave two examples like
First, what is the characteristic of Sattva in the material world? And then example. Characteristic of Sattva in the material world.
Characters, knowledge and happiness. Sattva Guna.
Sattva in the spiritual world, sattva in the material world, difference?
that is binding the material world. Spiritual world, it's not binding.
In the material world, Sattva-guna is also contaminated with Rajoguna and Tamoguna.
Haribo! And Prabhupada gave 2 examples.
First of all, Prabhupada gave example of Ajamila. Though he was born in a Brahmanical family, he became attached to a prostitute and completely became a rogue. Later, Prabhupada gave example of Jagai Madai. They were also born in a Brahmanical family.
Haribo! Yeah. So the difference between the Sattva Guna and the material world and spiritual world is the material world, even though somebody is in Sattva Guna, it's contaminated by Rajoguna and Tamoguna. That's why there are always chance of fall down. Prabhupada gave example of Ajamil and Jagai Madai. Prabhuji is saying in the spiritual world is called Sattvam Vishuddham Virajam. Shuddha Sattva. So then Prabhupada told, this is the evidence of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement of delivering Papi Tapi. So what is the evidence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's delivering Papi Tapi? Just now we told their name.
तारा साक्षी जगह है मदाई.
Haribo! Then Prabhupada told all these devatas, they were not like the people in the material world. So even the Swarga Loka is better than this Loka. Why? Prabhupada told. Although there also material enjoyment is there, but there's one difference between material enjoyment in this world and material enjoyment in the Swarga Loka. So why in that case Swarga Loka is better? Sashim.
Thus they are devotees of the Lord, the demigods, although they have material attachments.
Haribol. Yeah, because they are devotees, they are not forgetful of the Lord, even though they are attached materially. But here people become forgetful, and Prabhupada quoted the shloka Bhogeshwari Prasaktana. So many demigods were trying to pacify the Lord. Seeing them, Prahlad Maharaj got a doubt when Brahma asked him to go and pacify the Lord. What was the doubt which Prahlad Maharaj got?
Prahlad Maharaj has doubt that because Brahma he is not pacifying Narsimha, even Lakshmi, she has daily affairs, but she is also afraid. And Shiva also is a great demigod, and he is also not ready to pacify. I am born in a Ugra Jati, low family. So he is thinking in a lowest family. So how can I pacify Lakshmi?
Haribol! So Prabhupada is explaining so many people who are trying to pacify the Lord. In that there were Siddhas and Munis. So Prabhupada told Siddha Loka people are born with Siddhis. So to explain this, Prabhupada gave examples, two modern examples Prabhupada gave, that are how people in Siddha Loka are born Siddhas and how we cannot disbelieve on it. So to explain that, Prabhupada gave 2 examples. Vishnu Pradhan.
Prabhupada gave example of a bird. So that bird naturally he knows flying. But for us to fly, we have to so much do endeavor.
Prabhupada gave example of one example is of baby bird, and second
Insects.
small insect.
Small ants.
So they don't need the mechanical arrangement. For us to go from one place to other, we need 747 jumbo jet, but they can very easily fly even from birth. Haribo! So then Prabhupada was describing the different kind of munis, highly intelligent person, thoughtful person, philosophers. So all these things. And then Prabhupada explained that they are all situated in higher planets above the sun also. So Prabhupada told sun is not fixed, it is moving. So which shloka did Prabhupada quoted from Brahma Samhita? If you can tell one line also in the beginning, the proof that sun is not fixed. Huh? One word which proves that sun is not fixed, the sun is moving.
ईश्वरिक निश्वसित काल तावलम्य यस्य प्रभाव प्रभावतो
सविता सकल ग्रहाणाम.
Proof that sun is moving. Brahmati. Haribol. So then, so Prabhupada told those who all live in upper planetary systems, they are all Sattvikas. And then Prabhupada explained there are three destinations of people who are situated in three different modes. Gunas. What are they? And shloka also, if you can quote from Bhagavad Gita.
In material, mode of goodness they go on heavenly planets, mode of passion they will in earthly planet, mode of ignorance go on hellish planets.
Haribol! Yeah. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha, madhye tishtanti rajasa, jaganya gunavrittastha, adho gachanti na. Like that. So then Prabhupada told, so therefore, what does this human life is meant for? If you know these three things, that there are upper, middle and lower planetary systems, then what does you should do in this human form of life? What is the human form of life meant for? There.
We have to decide our next destination. What we do based on that, we will go next.
Haribol. This is an opportunity, the human form of life, to decide where you want to go. Are you going to hell or heaven or back home back to God? That you have to decide. So, then Prabhupada told that, so the upper people have Sattva-guna, but if you keep people in Rajoguna, then what will happen to them? And one example Prabhupada quoted. If we keep people in Rajoguna and Tamoguna, then what will happen to them? And one example Prabhupada quoted to explain what will happen in Rajoguna and Tamoguna.
Hare Krishna. So those who are in Rajoguna, Tamoguna will be filled with greed and they'll be lusty and they become hogs and dogs in the next life.
Haribol. Yeah. Now somebody may say, but we don't believe you that if we do this kind of activities, so we will become a hog in the next life. So then Prabhupada quoted some shlokas to say that you may falsely be proud and you may say that I don't believe this, but then the nature's law is working. So Prabhupada quoted two shlokas, one from Bhagavad Gita, both from Bhagavad Gita, to state that your activities are being observed by material nature and you have to be, yeah. Two shlokas Prabhupada quoted. If you can tell one line also.
प्रकृति क्रियमाणे गुण कर्म विवशगा का अहंकार विमूढ़त करता हम विमच.
One. Haribol. And one more very famous one Prabhupada often quotes. How you will be influenced.
Karanam guna sangyasya. Sorry.
Karanam guna sangasya sat
asat yoni janmasu.
Haribol. So then Prabhupada came to Prahlad Maharaj and he's saying that although Prahlad Maharaj is saying that he is born of Ugra Jati, so he is not qualified, but actually he is qualified. So how Prahlad Maharaj is qualified? And Prabhupada quoted one reference from Bhagavad Gita to prove that Prahlad Maharaj is qualified.
For a devotee, there is no restrictions on the material. There is no qualification, and there is no restrictions on material.
And the shloka?
Brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Haribol. So, Prahlad Maharaj was very humble. He was, yeah. Prahlad Maharaj was very humble. He's thinking like that this is how a Vaishnava thinks, that I am son of Hiranyakashipu, how can I offer prayer? So that's then there Prabhupada told how a Vaishnava thinks. So for humbleness, one very famous shloka, Prabhupada quoted. Prabhuji. He just now answered.
Trunadapi sinuchena tarurapi Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Manadena kirtaniya sada hari.
Last question. So Prahlad Maharaj was very humble, but apart from humility, he has one more quality because his father was completely against. Father was for Ugra Karma and Prahlad Maharaj for Satvika life. So therefore, Prahlad Maharaj to exhibit one more quality, and that quality is very important to make spiritual progress. What is that quality? Vishnu Prasad.
Tolerate.
Hari Bol. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Shila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की शील प्रभुपाद की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद